Alright, so I am taking my 1986 Merkur XR4 Ti on a road trip from here in Elkhart, Indiana, down to Fort Wayne, Indiana. It's not that long of a trip, but in an old car, you never know what's going to happen. Some of the headline facts on this car: 175 horsepower from stock, 200 foot-pounds of torque from a 2.3 liter turbocharged four-cylinder. Basically the same engine in the Mustang SVO or the Ford Thunderbird Turbo Coupe, sans an intercooler, which is kind of a weird thing on a turbocharged car to not have an intercooler. This one has made it to a 5-speed gearbox with the longest throw between gears I have ever encountered in my life. Trunk space isn't bad either. There's plenty of room for a guitar and an overnight bag, and still enough room for a normal-sized human being. Some of the questions that I was asked is, how comfortable do I expect this trip to be? And the answer is not very. This car is very oddly equipped with several weird options. This particular car has heated cloth seats, but no air conditioning, and has power windows and door mirrors, but a winding sunroof. The turbo in this car makes it a very characterful engine. There's a lot of lag, but when it comes on, waiting, boost. It's very eventful, and modern cars just don't have that excitement. You can also hear the turbocharger, which is not something you get anymore. Why are car makers not doing this? Turbos just sound cool. One of the most common questions I'm asked about this car is, what is this car? And the short answer is, this was Ford's attempt to bring the Ford Sierra over to the US, and Merkur was supposed to be their luxury sports car company, to be their Infiniti, to be their Acura, to be their Lexus. And it failed miserably. Merkur, by the way, is just the German word for Mercury, original, right? $70 miles an hour in 5th gear, engine's turning around 3,000 RPM. So the highway drone is pretty loud, in case you couldn't tell. Alright, this marks the halfway point in our journey. We've made it to Sweetwater Sound in Fort Wayne, Indiana. About 100 miles, and 100 miles to go back home. So after the 200-mile stint is almost over, I figured it's time to hit up some of the local nicer roads and see how this thing does in the twisties. Are perfectly positioned for heel and toe down changes. This some of the things that I complained about earlier, such as the loud droning noises and the long throw in the gear stick, really come into their own on the twisty roads. The long throws mean that you can't really miss a gear unless you're really trying, and the loud noise just makes it sound that much better. So there you go, 200 miles in a Merkur SR4 Ti without incident, proving that you can in fact road trip one of these if you really wanted to. Our asses are sweaty, our backs hurt, but we got 24 miles to the gallon, and what more could you ask for? Thank you for watching, even though we were armed with only a suction cup mount and iPhone 6. Goodbye.